Hi everyone, welcome to Mindful Monday. I hope you are still keeping warm in this temperature and that you are still healthy and safe. The question I received for today's discussion is, should I see a professional therapist? So if you are wondering about this question, then the answer is probably yes. Yes, you should probably see a therapist. I can obviously understand why you are reluctant though. So many years ago, people who were seeing therapists or professional counselors were kind of stigmatized in society as being abnormal or crazy or anything like that. However, society has come a very long way since that time. And since then, mental health has become a very big priority in society. And nowadays, it is actually not frowned upon to see someone. I almost want to go as far and say that nowadays it is kind of normal to see someone. It's actually weird if you are not seeing someone nowadays. So just to touch a bit on a theoretical base, I can tell you that the American Psychological Association do suggest that it is time to consider therapy when you are experiencing a challenge that actually causes you distress and interferes with some part of your life. And this is particularly when you are kind of thinking about the issue you are experiencing and coping with it, and this takes up longer than an hour of your day every day, or the issue and challenge you are experiencing causes embarrassment to you and makes you want to avoid other people. And it also makes your quality of life decrease. And most of the time, this affects your work or your school or your relationships in a negative way. And you kind of notice yourself developing habits to cope with this. And this habits is not always positive habits. It's especially important to get help if you feel like controlled by specific symptoms, or if you know that you are causing yourself or other people's harm due to the challenge that you are facing. So this, if some of this that I've said is reflecting and you are like, yes, 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 then you know it's definitely time to consider professional help. It's also important to know and remember that there's different aspects that influence therapy. There is no single correct approach that works for every single person. And not every single therapist will work for every single one. So let's take a GP, for example. And I love to also use this example. And if you've ever seen me, you would have probably heard this story already. So in the area you are living, there's probably a lot of GPs. And you are going to the GP of your choice for a very specific reason, right? You trust the doctor that you see, and you've developed a kind of professional relationship with your doctor. And it's not per se that the other GPs or doctors in your area do not know that what they are doing. It's just you like your doctor, right? And that's why you go to your doctor. The same applies to therapists. There's many different kinds of therapists and many different types of therapeutic approaches. And it's important to find a good fit for you. If you have had a negative experience with a particular therapist in the past or a specific type of therapeutic treatment, it's not per se that you should stop trying or that therapy will not work for you. You just possibly need to find the right match. Even in an ideal type of therapeutic situation, it's important to note that therapy is always a process. It takes time for symptoms to improve. So going to therapy and seeing not immediate change can be a frustrating process. And sometimes people feel like it's a waste of time and money, and many people stop therapy as a result of this. So if you are listening to this, you might sit back and wonder if after all of this, it's really worthwhile. And I can tell you, if you are willing to do the work, therapy can be extremely rewarding. It is a safe, no judgment space where you can share what is going on. You can share anything with a trained professional who is really there to help you and to support you. In therapy, you learn more about yourself, you learn more about your relationships, you'll achieve your goal, and you'll be empowered to have a more fulfilling life, more fulfilling relationships. You'll be likely to improve your physical health. In fact, you'll improve all aspects of your life. So I'm including 2 additional links to blog posts, which is a fantastic read if you want to find out more about therapy and the benefits hereof. And if you are still unsure whether therapy is the right option for you, feel free to contact me. I'll be more than happy to discuss your particular situation and the different options that there is with you. Also follow my different social media pages where we'll be discussing this in more detail during this week. Have a great week. Stay warm and safe. I'll see you next week.